Welcome to our cozy hovers. I'm Meeka Nomicon, and today I'm playing for the game Blanket Cat. We play as the handsome cat called Ignatius, who lives with his kitchen witch Baba, and while she's away at the store, we need to find some way to entertain ourselves. The kitchen witch creed. Oh, come in, there's no need to begin. With regrets and frets, let's skip straight to the wow Mets. So, set your troubles at the door, throw your fears to the floor. No matter the dispute, the quandary, the doubt, I promise, we'll sort it all out. Now come in, and let us begin. There's no need to delay. How are you feeling today? The morning sun is bright and cheery as you open your eyes. You return the world's greeting with a bleary-eyed, wide-mouthed, tail-curling yawn. From your perch on the kitchen windowsill, you can see far into the valley below. Draped in pillowy mounds of freshly fallen snow, it glistens like a field of sparkling diamonds. First snow of the season already? With a stretch, you wriggle free from your tangle of blankets. You peer through the window, tail flicking softly as you watch the valley's swooping birds. Only a few flit to and fro this morning, a family of red and cream speckled grosbeaks, feathers vibrant against the snow. They dip through the fields in low arcs, wingtips brushing the ground one after the other, before flying high, high, high into the air, cresting against the blue sky. What a boring show today. Perhaps when you return to the window later, another bird family will have arrived. Then they will have no choice but to wage a territorial war against one another, vying for what little seeds remain accessible through the snow. Well, a cat can dream, right? You turn away from the window and drop to the counter below with a hearty thump. Your ears flick with annoyance, but as Baba enters the kitchen, your grumpy exterior sheds like loose fur. Warm wool swaddles her from head to toe, and like every morning, she wears a welcoming smile. A soft pang prods your heart once you notice the worn wicker basket draped over her arm, a clear sign she intends on going shopping today, and you won't get to accompany her. Even though it's embarrassing and far beneath you, you let out a loud mooling meow, begging for attention, and she is all too quick to oblige. Oh, look at the size of her eyes! Oh, we are one sad kitty.
Oh! Well, good morning to you, Iggy. I was just about to leave for the store.
She crosses the kitchen towards you, and then immediately greets you with a soft head pat. Just what you were hoping for. Each time you see her, you find yourself further convinced she is easily the most radiant person in existence, full of lightness, patience, and insurmountable levels of generosity. In thanks, mew meow once more, but now it is gentle meow of satisfaction.
I wasn't expecting to see you up so early. I know we both like to sleep in on these colder days. How are you feeling today?
Deep in thought, you curl your tail around your cold-nipped toes. Baba has always possessed an uncanny knack for catching you off guard with such deep and profound questions. Reflecting on the state of your emotional being is something you prefer to avoid, but Baba has a way of drawing your true feelings out. You know with certainty there is no wrong answer, but neither is there a correct one. Well, how are you feeling today? Okay, well, it's been an okay morning, so I wouldn't say we're sad or happy. We're not particularly AP. I mean, we were bored by the birds, right? We found them a little bit tedious today, not doing anything interesting. We're gonna say we're bored. Today feels the same as yesterday, which feels the same as yesterday's yesterday. The day has only just begun, but already you can feel restlessness creeping up behind you. You let out a great, big, long-winded yawn full of teeth and discontent.
Bored, I think I'm beginning to feel the same. Too much routine, not enough novelty. Maybe I'll pick out some exciting new toys at the store, and we can play together when I get back. And if that's not enough, then we might even have to rearrange the entire cottage.
Oh no, that sounds like a lot of work.
How does that sound?
Exhausting, Baba. Baba scritches under your chin, around your ear and down your back. Your favorite way to be pet. It doesn't matter what mood you're in. Anytime you're around Baba, it is impossible to control the purr that bubbles pleasantly in your throat.
Oh, aren't you just an incorrigible lush today? Well, I promise more cuddles for you later. I best be off now. Onions are half off, and if I don't get to the store soon, Hal will buy the whole lot. Again! Oh, don't give me such sad eyes. I promise I'll drive safe, and I'll be back before you know it. 20 minutes or less on my honor as a kitchen witch. You're in charge while I'm gone, so try not to let the broom out of the house and keep those sassy plants in line. Okay, I think that's all. Love you, Iggy.
She gives you one more doting head pat and then slips through the kitchen door. It clacks and clatters from the dozens of charms and oddities dangling around the doorknob. With a lonely sigh, you hop to the floor. 20 minutes isn't long, but any time without Baba in the house feels emptier. You'll need to find something to do if you're going to fill that void. Admittedly, you always try to keep an open schedule, so you didn't bother creating plans for today. You never know when Baba will need your assistance after all. But it would be shameful to waste the free time you have now. So, what would you like to do today? Ooh, okay, our options: hunting, sleeping, or exploring. Well, we are bored, so hunting and exploring sound like good options. But you know what? I think I just need a nice nap. A good nap, as every cat knows, is the best way to pass the time. With a flicking arch of your tail, you stretch your front paws as far as they'll go. Then, with a satisfying shudder, you stretch your hind legs as well. Your tongue curls as you let out another mighty yawn, and then you circle the kitchen floor. As you survey your surroundings for a suitable spot to rest, you take a moment to sneer at the store-bought cat bed near the living room door. You know Baba meant well when she purchased it. You know she brought it home with love, that she wanted you to be comfortable. It does not smell right. Even after numerous suspicious sniffs, it does not smell like you. Squinting, you turn back to your previous perch and watch the spiral of dust motes in the sunlight. While the window stool is usually a fine place of leisure. Achoo! You huff out a small, sharp sneeze that stings your nose, and take a moment to self-soothe by licking your paw. You're not sure where the broomstick has gone off to, still in pursuit of yesterday's wayward dust bunnies, no doubt, but it has neglected to dust your kitchen perch. The audacity of that broomstick! Do they not realize I am the majesty of this house? With a disgruntled sigh, you pad into the living room, shooting another wary glare at the store-bought bed. You head for Baba's favourite chair, hopping up with a single bound. Baba's chair is always comfortable. It is her favourite spot to do some knitting, and it's still warm. Though you turn and roll around numerous times, you are unable to get comfortable. The chair normally relaxes you, but it is now making you miss her all the more. Ruefully, you descend from Baba's still warm chair. You place your rump on the carpeted floor. ears twitching as you consider other possible sleeping spots. I never realized so much thought went into a cat's nap. I thought they just, lay where they fell kind of thing. Perhaps the closet where Baba stores her hats has been left open once more. You fondly recall curling up on top of her luggage. Occasionally you'll get a real treat, kneading on soft coats that have slipped off the hanger. Hopeful, you venture from the living room and up to the stairs. As you summit the top stair, you're pleased to see a watery stream of light spilling from the closet. It washes over the hallway, inviting you inside. It appears Baba has reorganized for the changing seasons. You tilt your head, studying the jigsaw possessions slotted snugly together. You would have no trouble squeezing into a nice dark crevice, if you made the effort. No cat is opposed to snug spaces after all. Yes, we know. If you fits, you sits. That's how it works, right? But what if Baba comes home and cannot find you? In a room as dark as this, and with fur as black as yours, she might just mistake you for another shifting shadow. Even if she doesn't tend to worry, you decide not to risk spending less time with her. There is one place yet to try. You push your head through a kitty door as you venture outside, careful not to let it close on your tail. Oh, this is going to be mighty cold. The snowy ground is cold and crunches beneath your paws, and your fur bristles as you breathe in the crisp air. You should make haste in your search for a warm bed. You shake out your paws one at a time to dislodge the snow between your finger pads, and soon find yourself bolting across the lawn. There, by the clothesline, is the beloved laundry basket. You huff with satisfaction as you clamber in and are overjoyed to discover your favorite blanket folded beneath your feet, not yet washed. It still smells like you. With a contented, purring sigh, you circle around before burying yourself beneath the covers. Just one more nap before it gets washed. Your breathing slows and you gently close your eyes. From outside the blanket, you feel a small shape leaning against you. It's breathing and shivering against your ribs. Excuse me? Who dares try to steal my sleeping place? The audacity of these creatures! You nudge your nose through the fabric fold. Soon your sleepy little head has emerged into the cold, slow blinking to see a small mouse curled up beside you. Though their feet occasionally kick out in the throes of a nightmare, the creature appears to be sleeping soundly. You lean in to give them a gentle sniff. The creature wakes with a squeak. A cat! No, please don't eat me! Such panicked horror does not surprise you. They are a mouse after all, and a baby at that. It intrigues you, however. The little creature does not run at the mere sight of you. You yawn, inadvertently exposing your large fangs, and the mouse quivers more violently in response. What are you doing, little one? Why don't you run?
I should run, shouldn't I? But I'm so tired. I haven't eaten in so long.
Your tail flicks out from under the blanket. And why have you not eaten?
My mother and father usually bring me food. They never came home. I can't find them. I came outside to search for them, and I got tired. And this blanket was so warm. Now I'm the one who's going to be eaten.
You blink owlishly at the little mouse's distress. I'm not going to eat you.
What? But you're a cat. Cats eat mice, my parents said. Did you eat my parents, Mr. Cat?
You can't help feeling a twinge of annoyance at their suspicion, but you reason that this little mouse has every reason to be frightened. On top of that, they've been cold, hungry, and lonely. so cold, so hungry, and so lonely, they curled up beside you. With a sigh, you decide to offer them some sympathy and patience, as much as you can muster. I did not eat your parents, no. And to prove my innocence, I will have to refrain from eating you as well. An easy enough feat to reason. Eating this tiny thing would be akin to eating a fly. No sustenance, and far from worth the effort involved. What is your name, little mouse?
Oh, I'm Peep. Nice to meet you, Mr. Cat. Thank you for not eating me or my parents.
There are no Mr. Cats here, little Peep. You shall refer to me as Ignatius.
Oh, but your necklace reads I-G-G-Y? Iggy!
My collar reads Iggy, because that is Baba's special name for me. She is the only one who may call me by that name.
I think I've heard the mailman call you Iggy, though. Oh, and the birds when they...
Wait. Stop. I have changed my mind. If you cease talking about those wicked creatures, you may call me Iggy.
Okay, Iggy.
Peep's joy is palpable, and their little face breaks into a brief, cheerful smile. However, their worries soon return. They fidget with their small pink paws, gazing out sadly to the snowy field. You wonder if their parents were caught in yesterday's snowstorm. How long have you been here alone, Peep?
All night. What should I do now? My parents have never been gone this long.
I can't say I know the answer to that.
Oh.
Peep's whiskers, already crinkled and bent all different ways, droop all the more. But Baba will know what to do. As a show of mercy, I will allow you to meet her. Baba will most likely share one of her smiles with you. So, you must treat this opportunity like the honor it is. Do you understand? Peep nods emphatically, their little ears wiggling from the motion. Good. You rise with a satisfying shudder. The blanket slides off your torso, nearly burying Peep, but they emerge from a crease with a squeak.
You're very big, Iggy.
You can't help feeling a bit of pride at that. You lower your head to be eye level with Peep, golden eyes twinkling. If you climb atop my head, I will take you into the house, where it's warm. Peep hesitates, but soon one little paw wraps around your fur, followed by another. Their little feet feel like kitten kisses as they scramble up your head and sit squarely between your ears. As you rise, Peep lets out tiny squeals of amazement.
Wow! I didn't know snow could stretch so far.
You best tighten your grip. If you fall into a snowdrift, I may lose you permanently. With your newfound friend, you return to the kitchen. At nearly every step, Peep lets out small gasps of wonder. You find yourself thinking, hoping they will grow desensitized eventually. But then you round the corner into the kitchen, and Peep loses all manner of sense.
I smell so much food! Fruits, breads, and...
Peep's little pink nose wriggles and wiggles as they lean forward in search of a stronger scent.
And... cheese!
Hey, are you trying to pull my fur out? Sit still up there. Peep answers your complaint with a gentle pat on the head. It almost reminds you of the way Baba pats your head. Almost.
Sorry.
You must behave while you're in here. Baba is a kitchen witch, so that makes the kitchen her most precious place.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Here's Baba.
You skid to a halt so fast, Peep nearly tumbles from your head. How long have you been living here?
Well, let me think. I was born 24 days ago, I think. So, about that long.
And you still don't know who Baba is. Typical mouse. Baba is my witch. She is kind, compassionate, patient, loving. And she gives really wonderful chin scritches. Her nails are always trimmed to the perfect length. The scritches are so wonderful. In fact, you have to fight back a purr just thinking about them.
Oh, she's the old human.
Yes, she's the old human. Peep plops down on your head, their grip loosening on your fur.
What do you think she'll do when she sees me? My papa always said to stay hidden from the humans, so they don't shoo us away. Or worse.
You think about Peep's delicate ribs poking through their fur. No, Baba isn't like that. Most likely, she will feed you and then bathe you. A horrified shiver skittles down your spine at the thought of baths.
Maybe I could just wash myself?
Are you doing that already?
Well, I try.
No, trust me, that won't be good enough. Bath time is the only time Baba won't take no for an answer. But it's worth it because it means you get to cuddle with her after. Now loosen your grip and I will jump us up. In one fluid leap, you alight back onto your favorite window stool, the one with the best sun and the best views. Together, you and Pete peer through the glass panes, waiting for Baba's car to return. Any second now. There, a glint of sun beams over a hill. In the next moment, Baba's familiar truck is pulling into the driveway. You hop down and prance towards the doorway with Peep in tow. The little mouse burrows into your fur, hoping to stay out of sight, but you are too eager to pause and give them another rousing pep talk. The door cracks open, and immediately you are beneath Baba's feet, trilling and meowing, meowing and trilling.
Oh, you sweet thing. Why, I missed you too. Just 1 second while I set these bags down.
Baba places 7 heaping bags of onions on the table, and you watch with predatory interest as a few roll from the counter and onto the floor. Why do you need 7 bags of onions? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like onion as much as the next onion lover. But 7 bags? Blazers! Even small bits of loose paper-like skin flutter down.
Ew! There we go. What a haul that was. We should have more than enough to drink onion skin tea morning, noon, and night for months.
Onion skin tea? Is that a thing? I don't think I would like any, thank you though.
Now, time for your pets.
Baba reaches down to scritch your head, but her hand stops short.
Iggy, what? Who is on your head? Is that a mouse?
You curl your tail around your paws, waiting expectantly for Baba's incoming directives. Peep's grip on your fur tightens, and you can sense the barest of trembles quaking through their body.
Oh my poor thing. Looks absolutely frightened. What to do? What to do?
Rhythmically, one of Baba's fingers taps her chin.
Well, Good thing I brought some extra toys to play with. Though, some might be inappropriate given our little friend's species.
Did you buy a mouse toy? Baba reaches for Peep, and with a happy squeak, they climb into her hand. Satisfied, you purr. Baba is home safe. Your family has grown by one, and all is right in your little corner of the world. You did buy a mouse toy. I love it. Oh, big happy family. The cat and the mouse watched impatiently as the witch unpacked shiny new toys. Plastic crackled, bags crumpled. Then there was chaos. Together the three stampeded through the house, chasing balls and strings. And today, like every day, they had a good day. Okay, so let's be a different feeling this morning. Do we want to just have a happy day? See, we had a nice happy day yesterday. We'll have a happy day today. It's rare you wake up feeling so refreshed. And you know, with Baba by your side, it's impossible for today to be anything other than great. You let out a trilling meow, loud and proud.
Ah, that's so wonderful to hear. Iggy, I'm glad you feel so well today. When I get back, why don't we bake some fresh kitty treats filled with fresh pumpkin and tuna to celebrate such a wonderful day? And if we're still in a good mood after that, well, maybe we'll even whip up a cranberry pie for the neighbours to share some of our joy. How does that sound?
Baba scritches under your chin, around your ear and down your back. Your favourite way to be pet. Okay, so we've had a good day. And when we've had a good day, why don't we go explore? Baba has always permitted you free roam of the house, even the more magical areas off limits to all of the guests. It has been a bit since I've had a proper interior expedition. You eye the window over the kitchen sink, crowded with lounging potted plants. Their heavy, bulbous heads look like painted, dipped onions. Though they're charmed with their colours to ensure more evenly sunned complexions, they scooch their pots with the tracking sun. Today's bright skies not only help greatly with pale petals and personality, but it also makes spying a brass key in the pot far easier. It glints rosy-hued against the dark soil. Ah, yes, right where I left you. Baba's cubby key. You have a habit of playing with things Baba has misplacing them further. How that key came hostage to the plants was part of yesterday's adventure. But I claim it back today. With a tail-curling stretch, you prepare for athletic feats. You leap to clear the shortest plant and gracefully land behind it. But
Wow.
you howl as you fall short, smacking into the clambering over the ledge. Much to your disgrace, the plants gleefully roll in their pots, their petals forming saucy smirks. What are you laughing at? You hiss as you get your leg up. They shrug their vines for bobbing in soundless snickers. But they stiffen in shock as you lunge for one pot and triumphantly goop up the key. Furious, your punishment didn't end on their terms. They violently spit nectar at you. Ah! Luckily, you're a cat with deft reflexes. You duck the first line of fire, and then leap off the ledge, landing and scuttling behind rage of the doorway. Skidding into the living room, you spit out the key and a mouthful of soil. Detestable, despicable, and so very unsocratic of you. You spout back vocab from Baba's radio through the doorway, but the plants are too busy scooting again for the window to have been righteously got. I'll criticize them later. For now. You have not a second thought when you're bowled over by the broom. Their bundled brush pays you no mind as it sweeps up your dirt from the carpet and the key. No, cease, desist. But the enchanted broom only heeds the witch who gave it life. It continues fervently sweeping after a string of harried hopping dust bunnies. I must get that cubby. Your sharp eyes fixed on the glint in the bloom's tumbling dust. You burst forward just as the train of linty lapins scatter under the love seat. As the broom rears back for a slow sweep, you dive before it and bat away the key. Marvellous! Alley-oop! You roll just shy of the devastating, floor-clearing swipe, which sends their hairs headlong. You pick up your prize and venture to the edge of the room. Here, on the side of the stairs is a small square frame, as if that bit of patterned wallpaper was uniquely picturesque. You gently push the key into its hole and twist just so until you feel that satisfying click through your teeth. The panel creaks open, and you slip through. Many a time Baba has left the cubby light on, but the room is all inky blackness today, nothing you can't manage. Hopping over sewing tins, toppling galoches, and ducking hanging spearmint, it's impossible to navigate such a tight space without incidentally redecorating. But it isn't so tight that you cannot reach the back and find what you're searching for. Shadows have different depths, and in the very back of this cubby, where the corner of the sloping ceiling and the walls don't quite meet, the darkness is observably darker. That's just what you want, so you slip through the crack in that liquid way of most cats. Where are we? You are now in the space behind the walls. In a modern home built of drywall and brick, a woolly insulated between keeps in the heat. But the gentle incandescent fluff that glows warmly in this house is not quite the same. Every step, skip and slip as you climb makes it tremble like some ticklish soul, and its pulsing inner light shifts in a rhythm like a sensible laugh. Or so it feels. It's just magic stuffing. It's not possibly alive. There it is. Illuminated by the underglow is a U-sized doorway. You leap to land neatly in the center, but before you relieve the kitchen error, something warm presses on your belly and glides you on mark. Your landing is perfect. Oh, I absolutely calculated that. Swishing your tail, you saunter onwards, leaving the soft light behind. But a few steps in, a wooden beam clocks your brow. Ah, curses! Where did that come from? That wasn't here last time. Wait a second. The room is terribly cramped, forcing you to duck into a private session of checkers between a spore sprite and an itty mouse. The phosphorus fungal furniture's light allows the two to skip their cheese morsels around the patterned board.
Golly!
The mouse exclaims as the sprite does a dastardly move across the board. Provolone pieces are seized by the sprite and victoriously chomped.
Not a crumb left for me!
What are you little pests doing here? The sprite and mouse frightfully turn to your furious face, looming above. The sprite slams their hands down on the toadstool table, releasing a smokescreen of spores that leave the animals sneezing. I think you were supposed to try and get away there, Mouse. When they open their eyes, the sprite has absconded.
You scared them away! It was the best 2 of 3. We were tied.
How troublesome. If I cared. A different room should be here. They don't just shift about so quickly. Usually.
Well, I wouldn't know much about that.
You don't miss the mysterious sadness that wilts their whiskers.
I'm very new to exploring. I'm trying to make new friends in new places.
Oh. Well, leave me out of it. You stomp into this narrow space and prowl around. The poor mouse scampers around your paws. I need the exit. The exit through the attic.
Oh, if there's an exit you need, I know a much better way.
You think you know better than a long-lived and learned cat like me?
I'm just offering since you seem pretty lost.
Well, naturally. The turns are all backwards. Now get me out.
Absolutely. Hold on.
The little thing rushes over to a forgettable inset stone and throws all their weight on it. The floor rumbles. Eh? Ah! Inertia flattens you as the whole room propels upwards into the darkness. But once it slows to a halt and your bones feel again their proper height, the wall with the secret slate is now replaced with an open view of the living room?
The living room.
Up to a lower floor. Preposterous!
That didn't happen last time, but... Oh, I'm Peep. By the way, what's your name?
You sweep back Peep with a flick of your tail, but the critter clings on as you leap onto the carpet. I am Ignatius, and you would be wise to remember my name.
Oh, but your necklace says Iggy.
You glower back at the dangling mouse child. 1. It is a collar, not a necklace. 2. Only Baba calls me Iggy.
Oh, but Iggy is a much cuter name.
While I admit you are correct in your assessment, you should refer to me as Ignatius. Understood?
Of course. Anything you say. Iggy.
What was that?
Nothing.
You lower yourself eye level to the young mouse. Tell me, where are your parents? Aren't you a little bit too young for independent exploration? I see. They're gone, Peep nods in answer. It is impossible to deny that very sight of this pitiful being tugs at even the lowest chambers of your heart. You sigh. Very well. Since you assisted me earlier, I suppose I have no choice but to take you under my tail. Go on, climb aboard my head. We will wait in the kitchen. Without question, the young mouse scurries up the back with ease. They situate themselves squarely in between your ears.
What are we waiting for?
Baba, she will know what to do with you. Now, I suggest you hold on. Okay, Baba's returned.
Wow. We were going to have leftover treats anyway. Maybe our little friend would even like to help stir the batter.
Baba reaches for Peep, and with a happy squeak, they climb into her hand. Satisfied, you purr. Baba is home safe. Your family has grown by 1, and all is right in your little corner of the world. So do we get the cooking end? We do! There we are, we're all adorable. While the cat and mouse watch in awe, the witch set out gizmos and gadgets galore. Finally out came the flour. Aromas of pumpkin and sage, cherry and cinnamon, apples and vanilla filled the room. treats flowed from the oven in a mighty flood, and today, like every day, they had a good day. Okay, do we want to just go down in order? I mean, we might as well. I mean, and sad gives us a very different response, probably, right? Not all days are sunshine, rainbows, and lemon drops. And that's okay. There's no shame in having an off day. You let out a soft, somber meow.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear you're having a rough day, Iggy. When I get back, why don't we warm up some fresh milk to soothe your soul? Just not too much, or your vet will never let me hear the end of it. How does that sound?
Baba scritches under your chin, around your ear, and down your back. Your favorite way to be pet. Okay, so this is the last of our second options. So of course we must hunt. There is no better way to show Baba you love her than with a gift. And there's no better gift than a freshly caught, meddlesome creature. Perhaps she will even share another one of her smiles with me, if I find a mouse for her. Mice are the true tricksters of the animal kingdom, small and unassuming, but with a dastardly cunning greater than most cats you know. With a mind made up, you begin your hunt, keeping your belly low, your steps soft, and your ears on high alert as you depart the kitchen. Once in the living room, you pause, surveying the darkest, shadiest corners where any nefarious scoundrels might wish Baba harm. But, everything is still, quiet, peaceful. The only sign of life is the broom sweeping furiously at a corner, wiry hairs splayed out when overworked. Good, as it should be. Next, you head up the staircase, pouncing from step to step, imitating the many agile frogs you've seen in the forest ponds. On your 10th hop, you arrive at the door to Baba's room. Gently, you bump it open with your forehead before hopping inside. Truly, Baba's bedroom is worthy of a magazine cover. Not a single leaf on any of the plants has fallen out of place. No dust speckles the corners, and picturesque sunbeams sheen through the windows. And you know, for a fact, no mouse would dare to enter her room, not when it smells so strongly of you. Still, you are nothing if not diligent, so you circle around each bedpost, checking under the dresser, and circle around every plant's clay pot. You find nothing. Perfect yet again. Satisfied with your findings, or lack thereof, you depart Baba's room. There is only one stop left for your patrol. Your least favorite room. The room of unspeakable terrors. Oh, it's gonna be the bathroom, right? The one where you need to go for your baths. The bathroom. The door looms tall and imposing before you. As you approach, your muscles tense like a frightened field mouse beneath a circling hawk. So, we meet again. Memories of the many hours spent in the bathroom when Baba first adopted you tumble through your mind, one after another. Memories of engorged ticks being tugged from your tender skin. Memories of fur being shaved free in matted clumps. Memories of warm water and chamomile-scented soap washing away the years of muck you had collected. But despite your yowling and scratching, Baba's hands remain gentle and patient. No, the unbearable memories far outweigh the positive. The bathroom is a horrible place, and you absolutely loathe everything inside it. Loathe. Perhaps I will check inside the bathroom later. Any mouse lurking in there today isn't a mouse worth catching. Without a second's delay, you scurry away, not daring to look back at the door. With your hunting rounds complete, you head towards the stairs. You burrow down them 2 at a time. Baba should be returning soon, and you halt mid-step, body stiffening into a picturesque statue. Your front right paw hovers an inch above the soft rug. You sniff, sniff, sniff. You sit back on your haunches, letting your tail lash wildly at your side as a staccato beat pricks your ears. Curious. Patience is a virtue, you remind yourself, as you still your breaths and attune your ears to the direction of the muffled sounds. Thump, thump, thump. Ah, yes, you know that noise. You know that noise all too well. Thump. Indeed, that is the familiar sound of a mouse's heart beating furiously, wildly, madly, as they realize you know where they are. Am I about to give this mouse a heart attack? You hunker down, belly pressed to the floor, and sidle your way towards the bookcase, towards the direction of that rhythmic, inviting, intoxicating beat. I know you're there, little mouse. You ready your fangs and claws as you take your final steps towards the mouse, prepared to pounce the second they round the corner, and immediately you freeze. A small, ludicrously tiny mouse cowers in the corner, snout covered by their paws and whiskers crinkled and bent all different ways. Wait a minute. You're just a... You step back, disbelief shaking even the formidable predator harboring deep within your soul. A baby? The mouse hunkers lower in a vain attempt to mount into the corner shadow. Where's your mother? Your father?
I don't know. They went out for food and never came back.
Curious, you lay down, eyeing the small creature before you. The poor thing has yet to meet your eyes, no doubt afraid of a certain death lying between your jaws. So, what's your plan?
My plan?
A small beady eye peeks at you from between the mouse's pink paws. Just as quickly, the eye disappears.
Stay right here and wait for them to find me?
You flex the claws of your right paw, admiring how they glint against the sun. Don't you think you should be running from me? I think we might have broke Peep. Well...
Probably. But my legs shake too much when I try to walk.
You sigh. How long have you been alone?
All night. Mr. Cat, did you?
The mouse's voice trails into incoherent, quivering whisper. Did I? You must speak up in this world if you want to be heard.
My parents. Did you meet my parents?
Oh. No. Would you like to know a secret about me, little mouse? It may help set your mind at ease. The mouse nods, slow and uncertain. I have never actually managed to successfully hunt something before. Again you sigh, only this time because you are once more presented with your ultimate embarrassment. No, your ultimate failure as a cat. As much as you wish it wasn't, it is the truth, and not just a ploy to get this little mouse to lower his guard. Though, now that you've had that thought, you squint once more at the feeble fuzzball before you. No, you decide. Watching the mouse's posture loosen, even if you caught this mouse, there would be no victory or celebration. They are far from a worthy catch.
What do you think I should do now? My parents have never been gone this long.
Little sobs burst from the mouse, sounding more like gurgled hiccups than a heartbroken cry. There is a good chance they were caught in the snowstorm yesterday, and they've just been slowed down. You study the small creature before you, shoulders still trembling from his weeping. How is it possible for something so tiny and powerless to exist? They have no claws, no fangs, no hiss, no defenses of any kind, only soft fuzzy fur. What are you supposed to do with something so helpless? The very idea is ludicrous, laughable, unbelievable, and every other tangentially relatable synonym. But you have to protect this little thing before you. You lower your head eye level with the mouse, your gold eyes piercing the creature where they stand. What is your name?
Pete, what's yours?
Ignatius.
Oh then, why does your necklace say Iggy?
Necklace? Don't be so gauche. What I wear around my neck is a collar, hand-stitched by Baba herself. It was the first gift she ever bestowed upon me. And because of that, Baba is the only one who may call me Iggy. You will refer to me as Ignatius. Is that clear?
Yes, us?
On second thought, you may call me Iggy.
Okay, Iggy.
Now listen close. Because you are so frail and useless, as a show of mercy, I will allow you to await Baba's return with me. This is quite an honor, as Baba always has smiles for me when she returns, and I am willing to share one of those smiles with you. Do you understand? Peep gives an ear-wiggling nod. Good. Baba will return soon, and she will know what to do with you. Now, if all of this sounds reasonable, then you may climb atop my head. Alternatively, you may stay here in this corner, waiting for your parents. Peep nods once more, and you lower your head further, touching your forehead to the floor. Many moments pass, and the silence grows thicker than Baba's delicious turkey gravy as Peep stares at you. Finally, one little paw wraps around your fur, followed by another. Their little feet feel like kitten kisses as they scramble up your head and sit squarely between your ears. Slowly, as not to spook the young mouse, you raise to stand.
Wow! There's so much to see! How has the world always been this grand?
If this is what awes you, you should spend less time living in the walls. Now, hold on tight. With your newfound friend, you return to the kitchen. And Baba has once more returned.
Wow! I better heat up some extra milk for our little friend. Oh, and cheese. I'll slice up my best cheese. And bread.
Baba reaches for Peep, and with a happy squeak, they climb into her hand. Satisfied, you purr. Baba is home safe. Your family has grown by one, and all is right in your little corner of the world. That is one big block of cheese for that cat. For the mouse even. Oh, you've already got pictures on the wall. They rifled through the fridge, the pantry and the cupboards, searching for only the best, most delicious treats. Finally, they sat down for snack time. Together they dined on warm milk, fresh cheese, and perfectly brewed onion skin tea. And today, like every day, they had a good day. Okay, so we're doing sad and happy, so we're going to be a bit achy today, I think. You're only 7 years old, but already your very bones protest against every movement you make. You tilt your ears back and squint your eyes up at Baba, a warning that if this pain doesn't go away, you might just make it everyone's problem.
Oh dear, nothing but aches and pains today. You and me both. I'm afraid. Sometimes I feel like each morning brings a new ache with it. But age comes for us all, one day at a time. It's important that we give our bodies a chance to rest and recuperate.
See, I haven't even got that excuse. Why do I wake up achy? I'm not old.
When I get back, why don't we curl up on the couch? We can nap, listen to the radio, read a book. We'll have a nice relaxing day. How does that sound?
Baba scritches under your chin, around your ear and down your back. Your favourite way to be pet. Hello again, Baba.
Well, there's always room on the couch for one more. I'll go get my new book and maybe an extra blanket for our little friend.
Baba reaches for Peep, and with a happy squeak they climb into her hand. Satisfied, you purr. Baba is home safe. Your family has grown by one, and all is right in your little corner of the world. Oh, that's a nice pile up. The witch lay down on the couch first, book in hand. Then the cat climbed up and curled into her lap. Finally, the mouse plopped down. Together they shared peace. They snored, they rested, and they relaxed until the sun dipped down below the horizon. And today, like every day, they had a good day. You know what's great about this? Is I also picked the napping option. We've had double naps today. Clearly best day. Okay, so we're going to be mad today. No reason why, we're just not in a good mood. Sometimes, you just don't have the patience to deal with any part of the day. Annoyances seem to lurk everywhere you turn. You flick your tail hard against the counter, once, then twice. Whack.
Uh-oh, I wonder what has you so upset today. Maybe when I get back, we can channel our frustrations into cleaning. I know, cleaning is far from fun, but keeping our hands busy can help us process our thoughts.
Baba, I said I'm in a bad mood and you want me to do work? How outrageous.
And that old broom is probably ready for a break anyway. How does that sound?
Baba scritches under your chin, around your ear and down your back. Your favourite way to be pet. I should not be appeased by scritches, Baba. Can't believe you're going to make me do work.
Well, I suppose we always need more help around the house. Our little friend can help hold the dustpan.
Baba reaches for Peep, and with a happy squeak they climb into her hand. Satisfied, you purr. Baba is home safe. Your family has grown by one. And all is right in your little corner of the world. Wait, that is one mighty long tail. A cat's tail's really that long? The witch wielded a broom, the mouse a dustpan, and the cat his tongue. Together they were determined to make the house spotless. They swept the floor, dusted the lights, and folded every scrap of laundry possible. And today, like every day, they had a good day. There we are, we're on to our last option, and we'll have our nice peaceful ending. You pause before answering. thinking back to how good the morning sun felt, radiating against your skin. How blankets of snow stretched endlessly into the distance, creating a calm, pure white abyss. How tree limbs swayed gently, brushing evergreen leaves against the sky. You tilt your nose skyward, squint your eyes and flex your cheeks into your best soothing Baba smile impression.
Ah, I know that feeling well. The world is truly tranquil today, isn't it? How lucky for us that we get to experience it. When I get back, why don't we take a little stroll through the forest and get our old bones moving?
Well, I mean, you can walk through the forest and you can also carry me, if that's what you mean by that.
We can listen to the birdsong, feel the fresh air against our skin, bask in the sunshine. How does that sound?
Baba scritches under your chin, around your ear, and down your back. Your favourite way to be pet.
Well, walks are always better with more people, right? Give me just a moment and I'll knit some mittens for our little friend.
Baba reaches for Peep, and with a happy squeak, they climb into her hand. Satisfied, you purr. Baba is home safe. Your family has grown by one, and all is right in your little corner of the world. Oh, I see. The mouse is the only one that doesn't have to walk in the snow. Outrageous! The cat cleaned his feet. The witch changed into a heavy winter coat, and the mouse slipped on warm new mittens. Finally, they embarked on their walk. They inhaled cold air. They listened to the crunch of snow underfoot. They yowled at birds. And today, like every day, they had a good day. Well, I hope you enjoyed that playthrough of Blanket Cat. You know, I'm starting to think maybe I should just change my life and become a cat as well. I mean, I kind of feel robbed not getting the opportunity to just nap all the time. Shameful. If you would like something else to watch and you want to see what life is like on the last day of high school for some frogs, then why not check out my playthrough before we go? And if you enjoyed your time here, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to this channel. Other than that, I'm Spooky Day and I'll catch you next time, guys.